Welcome to the Study Garage, and today we have the Type 82 GT, our all-new 16 stud wide mock car from right here in the Study Garage. This is a completely original design and build from us in the Study Garage, and we've already put out a promotional video showing off some of the unique angles and the cool silhouettes of this car, and also showcasing the vibe of what this car represents. But today we wanted to go from bumper to bumper and showcase all of the unique building techniques that are within this car that are not as easily noticeable in that promotional video. So with that, let's start up at the headlights and go from front to back and go through all of those unique building features. Now, starting with the headlights, these are special because they are shared with the last 16 stud wide car, the Type Ruach. Now, to me, headlights are kind of like the eyes of the car, and eyes are the window to the soul. So with this car, we kept the same soul and the same vibe, the same practices from the Type Ruach, so that the eyes kind of represent the same soul, the same brand building this car. But with that, let's move on to the next feature that I want to showcase on the front bumper, and that is look just to the left and the right of the front headlights and notice that rounding off feature. To me, that is extremely subtle, but each corner of the rounding piece matches up with the front of the headlight and also the edge of the car. And to me, that is a cool little unique feature. Now, just below that is our next really unique feature at the front of the car, and that is the continuation of the styling and the usage of dimples / cheekbones. Look just below the headlights and you'll see, just like the Type Ruach, this car has kind of like cheekbones or dimples to its smile. Very cool filler in the what would be dead space on other model cars, and to me that is just a really cool feature. But for the next feature, we stop with some of the continuations, and we actually are still at the front of the car, but we're going to move under the hood, which is, this is how I open the hood, with a ornament hook. But moving into the engine bay, I want to shout out this brace above the engine, kind of connecting right where the wheels are. Really, really cool feature. It's not connected to the engine per se, it would be like right above it, but we have to use, building techniques that you get the point. Let's move on to the next thing. But with the next thing, we're going to close the hood, we're going to move to the side of the car, and I want to shout out the fact that yes, the doors are in fact functional. Both doors open, driver and passenger, they can get right into the car. I didn't showcase that in the video, but I didn't want that to go unnoticed. Now, with the doors though, we can hop into the interior, and I want to show you the next feature, which is the pass-through to the trunk. From the cabin, there is space to basically crawl or throw things to the trunk of the car. We have usable space, like I said in the video, big enough for 2 sets of golf clubs. But speaking of trunk, that brings us to the next feature, which I want to showcase, these super gorgeous wide hips on the car. To me, this reminds me heavily of the Aston Martin 177's wide hips, a Porsche's wide hips. And to me, I just love the front teardrop shape that then breaks into these wide hips. Like, I love cars that are designed like this. And if you look at a Bugatti Chiron from the top, you also can see this kind of shape going on. So I just love the super wide hips enclosing those super monstrous back tires. With the back tires though, speaking of this car, it's called the Type 82 GT. This is where the name gets involved because it is an 8-cylinder car. That was a V8 in the front, and it is a 2-wheel drive car, and because the 2 wheels in the back are what propel the power, it is the Type 82 GT. Just a, clever little play on what's going on here. Nothing really special about 82 other than it's an 8-cylinder and a 2-wheel drive in the back, so the 2 will follow the 8. It's a lot of stretching, but we got it. It's pretty sick, right? Moving on from that, let's move on to the back of the car where the wheels sit, and then you'll notice if this car has its active aero spoiler on the car, it won't have this giant wing, but no matter if it has the giant wing or that active aero extra spoiler, we have a completely flush surface from the hatch to the spoiler off the car. But with that, that is about all of the features that I wanted to showcase on the Type 82 GT. I will show you the back here and just show you one of my favorite design elements, which is the quad exhaust. That was easily noticeable in the promotional video, but super fun design. I love when Corvettes have these on the back. It's just, oh. But with that, thanks for watching. Love y'all. Take it easy. Stay creative. Peace.